Con here for Seconds Out with boxers Ben Shalom. Ben, good to see you in Birmingham, a notoriously hard place to sell. How has it been getting the tickets out there for the show?
Unbelievable, and credit to all the fighters. We want to invest in Midlands boxing. We think we've got the stars to do it, and it's been a long time coming. We'd have liked to be here last year with Mr. Whitaker and Fraser. We think they'll be headlining here, and there's many other stars now. I've never seen with Midlands boxing, Tokyo, 3 Olympic medalists from the Midlands, and then if you even look at the ones coming through in the amateur cycle now, there's something in the water, there's something going on, and we wanted to come here. It has been a long time. They've never quite cracked it. They've never had the talent of Manchester, Liverpool, London, even Newcastle that gets the major shows. Eggington had a couple of shows here. I think last time Sky were here was Amir Khan. I think you have to go back almost Macklin, but he never really fought here. Ron McCracken. So it for some reason it's never clicked, even though it's very popular boxing here. But now there's the talent and there's the stars, the venues, and we're going to be here a lot. And it's sold extremely well. And yeah, we have the stars now to bring through here. It's a major reason why we're here. We'd have liked Fraser on this card as well, but obviously he got a cut. And but it's an incredible card and a historical card as well.
Speaking of clicking, are you confident that under Sky Sports and the Boxer banner that Joshua Buatsi's career will click into place and he'll get towards world title contention?
Oh, 100%, but he's done the hard work. He's already in contention. He's at the top of most of the governing bodies. He's ready to go. He's done the hard work. We just want to give him the best opportunities, best platforms that we can, the best shows, keep him active. I promise to keep him active. You only signed with us 5-6 weeks ago and we turned this around. So he's fighting a guy that was preparing for Callum Smith, so he's had a lot more preparation than him. But yeah, he's done the hard work and it's now just the big fights. And Saturday night's a tough one. We've got a guy that's fought his way to number 4 in the IBF, that's unbeaten. That we work with KO Promotions a lot, which made it easy. We did the Babish fight with them out in Poland, and they have high hopes for Stepien. And that's why they took the Callum Smith fight, and that's why they're ready. And he's going to come and fight. He's a lot bigger than Buatsi, and I think it could be a perfect night. It's going to be a great fight. But yeah, as a fan, I'm just excited to see Joshua Buatsi in a ring, because every time he's in a ring, he delivers. He's exciting. He can do everything, and we don't have many fighters as talented as him.
Buatsi destined to fight Aziz. I suppose Aziz being mentioned in the same breath as Buatsi now is a testament to the job that you guys have done as well, I guess. Yeah,
I think it's been a different journey with Dan Aziz. It opened our eyes to the light heavyweight division, and we wanted to be involved in it. Southern area to English to British to Commonwealth to European is an incredible story. It's amazing that we're even here with Dan Aziz now with the Buatsis and the Yards. Number 2 in the WBA, Buatsi being number 1. I'd like Buatsi, I'd like Aziz to not go straight into the Buatsi fight, perhaps. I think he's ready, but I think we've developed him to this point. I think Buatsi is looking at the Yard fight. I think he's looking at world titles. Saying that the number 1 and 2 in the WBA, with Canelo and Bivol perhaps at super middleweight, it could open up for them to fight for a vacant world title. That would be unbelievable. But yeah, Dan Aziz to be even in the names, I believe he is in there. Callum Smith, obviously, I'd say he's in the top 4 light heavyweights in this country without a doubt. I think it's Anthony Yard, Joshua Buatsi, Dan Aziz, Callum Smith. And they're all, I believe, will all fight each other. And it's a special division, not only in the UK, but globally. But for me, Buatsi is the most talented in the UK, and yeah, just proud to be involved in the journey going forward.
British history being made on the undercard, Lauren Price versus Kirsty Babington. Hard work getting that over the line, Ben? What happened then?
You know what, we've been pushing it for so long, but in fairness to the board, they have to be practical. There's no point doing it unless they've got the depth and the vision, and that's credit to everyone that's ever invested in women's boxing. The promoters, the broadcasters, the board. In this country, with flag bearers for women's boxing, we did the first women's night in October, and it was like, how can we keep making history for the sport? And the first British title, I think, is befitting of Lauren Price, who's just achieved so much already, and we believe will go on to be a multi-weight world champion. But to fight a proper fight against Kirsty Babington, who is so game, but actually the home fighter here on Saturday night, that shows where Lauren wants to go to. But we've got a great fight, of course, as well as being a historical moment for the sport. And credit. This started in 2012 when women were first allowed into the Olympics for women's boxing, and now we're here. Unbelievable amount of work from everyone, and to be able to put it on is a proud moment. I can only imagine what it was like when Tasha Jonas and Katie Taylor turned over in 2012 and trying to navigate their careers, as opposed to now when we've got Caroline Dubois, Lauren Price, Carrie Sartingstall and others, where there's more depth, there's more competition, there's bigger fights to make, there's great fights to make, and that's a credit. That is the rise of women's boxing is on par with any other sport. The trajectory of it is incredible, and great fight on Saturday night.
Ben, we've got a bit pushed for time, so I'll leave some questions on the table. Push on with what is the case with Fraser Clark? Is he stepping straight into the fight with Fabio Wardley?
We'll see in the next few days. It depends what happens. I think he's up here on Saturday night. He should have been on this card, and then we'll see. But we'll see in the next few days. I think for me, as I said, he could fight a lot of these domestic guys a lot earlier. The fact is, he's not even fought 10 rounds yet. That's the only thing. But yeah, he could have probably fought these guys in his first or second fight, and we'll see in the next few days what happens. We'll sit down with the team and we'll work it out.
Did you read Thomas Hauser's article about the position that Anthony Joshua finds himself in? Do you sympathise to any degree with what Hauser was saying? How do you feel about that article?
I think it was ridiculous in the sense that I'm actually in admiration that Anthony Joshua wants to carry on. He's earned that much money. He's done that much for the sport. Have to put up with all the crap that boxing fans want to throw at fighters, which is incredible as well. And he still keeps going, and he still wants to achieve more when he really, really does not need to. That's admirable. He's opened doors for the whole sport, the stadiums, all the promoters here. Are we putting on events like this if Anthony Joshua hadn't brought boxing again to the mainstream and sold out the stadiums? Probably not. So the fact that he wants to keep fighting is a blessing to boxing. And the fact that many would say it makes sense for him to retire because he's earned his money, he's two-time world champion, but he's still continuing. That should be commended, that should be credited, not the opposite. I find it incredible, honestly incredible.
Final question to you. Mike Tyson said that in boxing you've got to be entertaining. You can't stink up the place, is what you were, because in MMA if you do that, you get the boot. As a boxer, as a boxing promoter, do you prefer an entertaining fighter? Are you open to all styles? What's your opinion on being entertaining and being a successful fighter in this day and age? You
have to be, but you've always had to be. It's not just this day and age. Boxing is entertainment. You've seen many world champions become world champions and they can't sell a ticket. And certain fighters understand that, and certain fighters prepare for that, and certain trainers prepare their fighters for that. I think there's a mindset of, are we going into this fight? Some trainers, anything to win. And I don't knock it, because if you can get to the very top, people want to see world-class boxing. But some trainers understand that they're there to entertain, and that's going to affect how much they earn. And so I do think we're seeing that more and more. I think younger trainers coming in now understand they want the fighters to perform. And the fighters that can entertain in the ring and outside the ring are the ones that make the most money. It's as simple as that. But yeah, world-class boxing will always sell. But yes, I think entertainment is absolutely necessary. And I think trainers see that now. I'm hearing for the first time that where trainers are talking not just how to win a fight, how to put on a show. And we should see that more and more.
Looking forward to the show this weekend. Good conversation. Thanks for speaking to Seconds Out. Cheers.